June 2025, Pew Mathematics 1. Question number 1. The point P, 6 minus 4, lies on the curve with equation y equals to f of x. X is an element of real numbers. Find the point to which P is mapped when the curve with equation y equals to f of x is transformed to the curve with equation part A, y equals to f of x plus 2. Let's look at part A. So y equals f of x plus 2, we can consider it as a horizontal translation. The plus 2, f of x plus 2, imagine that's like a plus a there, plus 2, is a horizontal translation of minus a, and this will be minus 2. So it will move it minus 2 to the left. It's a horizontal translation. And that means the x value would reduce by 2. X is 6. So the 6 minus 2, it will give you 4. So the new coordinates will be 4 and minus 4. Let me put some pictures for you to see what it looks like. So if you imagine this 2 curve, you started with this one on the far right there. The minus 2, it moves it to the left. So it's a translation minus 2 for the x direction and 0 for the y. So it's 6 minus 4. So that point there is 6 minus 4. And you move it to the left. So the minus 4 stays the same. But the 6 goes down to 4. You minus 2. So that's what that translation is. Horizontal translation of 6 minus 2. It gives you 4. For part B, f inverse of x. F inverse of x, it will give you minus 4, 6. And let me explain to you how that works so that you really understand it. F inverse, it means use this y equals to x line as a mirror line. So it's like a reflection in the line y equals to x. So let's mark 6 minus 4. 6 to the right, minus 4 down. You mark the point there. 6 to the right, minus 4 down. That's 6 minus 4. When we do F inverse, we have here xy. When you do F inverse, it will swap to yx. So 6 minus 4 will come minus 4, 6. So minus 4 to the left, 6 up. Minus 4 to the left, 6 up. So think of it as F inverse. If you have 6 minus 4, you swap it to minus 4, 6. Or if you have xy, you swap it to yx. And you can count 6 to the right, minus 4, or minus 4, 6. And that is what that one is. And for part C, y equals to 2 modulus f of x minus 3. Let me explain how that works. So for this one, we have to do it in a particular order. Let's do the modulus first. I circle it, the modulus, those two straight lines, everything goes positive. Let's do the modulus first. After we do the modulus, we do the times 2, which is a stretch by scale factor 2. And then after that, we do the translation, which is 0 minus 3. So doing the modulus first, 6 minus 4, everything will become positive. So it would go to 6 plus 4. So we've done the modulus first. After, we do the stretch by scale factor 2. So the scale factor 2, it affects only the y value. So you times it 4 by 2, it becomes 8. And then the minus 3, the translation, the minus 3 affects the y value. So 8 minus 3, it becomes 5. So the answer is 6, 5. So we start with 6 minus 4, we end with 6, 5. So we do the modulus first, we do the stretch by scale factor, and then we do the translation. Question number 2. The circle has equation x plus 3 all squared plus y minus 4 all squared equals to 24. State the coordinates of the center C. Find the radius of C, writing your answers as a fully simplified surd. So to find the coordinates of the center, this is what we're going to use. This is the general form equation for a circle, which you should memorize this equation. It helps you to work out the center. The center is that A there and that B there. And because it is minus, it's plus A. And because it is minus there, it's minus B, it becomes plus B. So the center is AB. If this was plus, you will swap the signs to minus. So for this one, it's plus 3. We swap the sign to minus 3. And this is minus 4. We just write 4. So the center is minus 3, 4. To find the radius of the circle, what we want to do, we want to find the distance. So if you want to find the radius of the circle, for part B, it says find the radius of C, writing your answer as a fully simplified search. So to find the radius of the circle, we will write r squared is equals to 4. So r is square root of 24. R squared is equals to 24. So the radius is square root of 24, which you put in your calculator gives you 2 root 6. And then part B, determine given reason whether or not the origin lies inside the circle. So I've put the diagram of the circle below there. You got minus 3, 4 is the center. So you want to find that diagonal line there. So you want to find the distance from the origin to the center. So you want to find the distance from the origin to the center of the circle. So you use that distance formula. So 0 minus minus 3 squared plus 0 minus 4 squared, you get 5. So the distance is 5. And you need to compare it with the radius. If that distance is smaller than the radius, that means the point lies inside the circle. But if you look at that distance, the distance is 5, the radius is 4.8. So 5 is bigger than 4.8. So the origin lies outside the circle. So 5 is bigger than 4.9 if you round it up. And that's why the origin. So that's what you should do to show you're working. You don't have to draw the diagram in an exam, but it's good to sketch it to make you to understand the question. Question number 3. The first 3 terms of an arithmetic sequence are 6k, 10, and 2k, where k is a constant. Find the value of k. So because it's an arithmetic sequence, the difference between the second and the first is the same as the difference between the third and the second. So 10 minus 6k is the same as 2k minus 10. And you make them equal, you solve it to get k equals to 2.5. And you can work out the sequence now. Substitute 2.5, 6 times 2.5, it gives you 15 for the first term. The second one is 10. And the third one is 2 times 2.5, gives you 5. So the sequence is 15, 10, 5. The difference is minus 5. It's going down. So for an arithmetic sequence, this is what the sequence looks like. That's the formula for the n term. And this is the formula for the sum of the n terms. And this is the formula we're going to use for the next part of the question. So you get this formula. We're going to use that. So for part B, hence means use your answers from before. Find the value of the sum of the first 50 terms of this sequence. So number of terms is 50. The difference is -5. The first term is 15. Sub those values in. 50 goes in for n. 15 goes for a. 50 goes for n. And -5 goes for d. Put that in your calculator. You get -5375. So if you enjoy that lessons and you enjoy my explanations, so why choose private tuition with me? I provide personalized learning, which is designed just for you. And learn smarter, not harder. You get support with your questions. I'll build confidence, boost your results, and have clear explanations. So you're going to make real progress. So when you book lessons with me for private tuition, you get clear explanations and it would boost your results and you'll see progress. So you can call me on that number there, or you can send me WhatsApp or email me.